Tuesday. We are just so happy that you have chosen to be here, showing up. As we always say, when you show up, you go up. Go up in your business, and that is the first part of success. And we have been reviewing over the past few weeks our new Powerful 10 tracking system. Literally a system for success, a predictable track to run on, whether it is you're tracking your new customers, previous customers, on all the ways to follow up, layer them to build long-lasting customers, and a great base and a great foundation to your business. So I want to start before Mari takes off and trains today, because she's training you today on the power of creating your VIP group, your Beauty Insiders group, through some different platforms as a system to keep your customers engaged, even no matter what pace and what season you are in running your business. Having a system like this is a strong way to continue engagement, continue interacting with your customers in a really easy way, to keep them in the loop of what's new and what's hot. And so with that said, let's go ahead and show them, Mari, if we can, the Powerful 10 sheet that we've been referring to since the beginning. Okay, so I absolutely love this sheet, you guys. I hope that you by now have either printed this. If not, we can send the link here in the chat if you're brand new and have never used this before. Many of you have just had your debuts this weekend. I know here on the call, I know Malia and Anna and a few others, Teresita. So when you see this, this is your tracking guide for your faces. And basically we've been talking every week that you put all your new faces in here, or all your new bookings in here, and the B's, you can see your name. Let's say you had a name. I know this week, let's see, I know Mersha had a guest, Christina. So if she had Christina, she booked a beauty experience with her. She is booked for a second date coming up. And now you see column 3, we're adding her to the VIP customer group. We've been sharing different ones in different weeks. Like we talked a few weeks ago about the live Mary Kay opportunity survey, because we're doing these live calls every Thursday to continue sharing the opportunity with your guests. And we even talked about, Scipio and other events. Today, we're jumping into the VIP customer group, and also why to do your PCP, Preferred Customer Program, which is due this week. So I want to give you guys a heads up, because many of you are like, we haven't seen this yet. And as you can see in the bottom here, I like that the suggested number of sheets to advance to your goal. So if you have a goal to be a senior consultant, you're completing one of these sheets in 1 month. Of course, you haven't checked off maybe every single box, but your goal is to get through as many of these boxes as you can, with 10 new people experiencing the product in 10 different ways, right? For the business. And if you do 2 of these, you can work towards a red jacket goal. 3 of these sheets in 1 month is a team leader goal. 4 or more, you're looking at elite to DIQ and director kind of activity. So that it gives you a platform, a place to reference, and a way to set goals. Like, you know what, I want to get promoted this month. It's a senior consultant. I'm definitely going to work on one of these sheets, completing, not just booking, but completing one of these sheets. So with that said, to this week, we are focusing on the VIP customer group and your Preferred Customer Program experience for your guests as systems for great follow-up and keeping your customers engaged. So with that said, take it away, Mari.
Yay! Okay, well, I'm super excited that I get to talk to you today about one of my favorite things, actually, which is my VIP customer group. But before we kick that off, I want to just remind everybody first about PCP and why it's so important. Why is it that we participate in PCP? And the winter deadline for the PCP program, which is this Saturday, October 17th. So for those of you that have been in Mary Kay, maybe even a short while, you may feel like, oh my gosh, there's been so many PCP deadlines. Well, in this time of the year, there tends to be a few extra ones because we have the holiday launch, which happens in September. And so there's one extra PCP than there would normally be, because normally we would just have a quarterly PCP program. But you want your customers to have that winter catalog in their hands. Just trust us when we tell you that on November 16th, you will be so grateful that you participated in the PCP program and that you have customers with this book in their hands, especially right now when our business is increasingly and more relying on digital resources. The PCP lookbook is a surefire way of, number one, providing golden rule customer service. Number two, providing that follow-up that your customers need. You want to stay in front of them. You want to stay relevant. And even though we're really in a digital age right now, there is something about holding that catalog in your hand and having those images and then being able to circle what they want. The winter catalog, the winter lookbook comes out before the holidays. And so it's even an extra chance to follow up with them before the holiday selling season, or in the midst and they're really in the middle of the holiday selling season. So we can't stress enough how important this PCP deadline is. I'll also say that in the midst of everything that's going to be going on, because we will be doing a holiday pop-up shop, and of course we have tons of holiday sales in November, this will be something that will kind of get in their mailbox right at the perfect moment. And so we just can't stress this enough. You want to get registered. You want to get your customers registered for that free sample for the holiday PCP. For our newer girls, what is their preferred customer program? So every quarter, every time we have a new product launch, which is of course quarterly and the special holiday one, the company gives us an opportunity to send our catalog at a reduced rate. So if you were to send the catalog yourself from your home, mailed out with a sample, the weight and just the size of the catalog alone would be double, almost double what the company cost is. And so it's 70 cents per lookbook. It would be almost double to do it on your own. And so, or double actually, to do it on your own. And so just know that you're getting an amazing value and your customers are getting a great service. Okay.
I can add real quick, and we can't tell them what will be launched, but all I'm going to say is that what is coming out will probably sell out quickly, and your customers want to get their hands on it, and you are going to want to get your hands on it. If you're going to regret not getting that catalog in your customers' hands, because this will probably be the biggest ticket item of 2020. That's all I'm going to say.
And I'm so glad you said that, Christine, because by participating in the PCP program, you get to order early. So that means that you will be amongst the first consultants that will get to order these new products in November. And I will say that you definitely want to be a part of that group. So
I have one more thing. I have a few girls on here that are brand new. Even if you don't have a big customer base, those who supported you in your debut launch, send it to yourself, send it to your family, send it to those that are close to you, because you want people to get their hands on it, because it's going to be big. So yes, thank you, Mike.
Absolutely. And we've had consultants who started brand new, who had 10 people, 15 people, 20 people. Wherever you start is worthwhile. Just know that. And even if you have less than that, it's okay. Just send it to who you can, because you will be grateful that you did. So, all right. Well, I'm excited because I'm going to dig right into something that is a really, to me, important topic. And the reason why I think it's so important is because I believe that really right now, especially, so much of our customer service has to do with how we relate to people online. And in my case, I'm going to be talking to you about the different places that you can kind of have a customer VIP group. And I'm going to show you two examples of customer VIP groups. Really quick, Wendy asked, the catalog is called the lookbook. Okay. So you're looking at the right one. So there's a couple of different ways and places that you can engage your customers online. And of course, one of the things that we're going to go through today is, one, the different social media guidelines. We're going to be talking about why it's important to have a VIP customer page. I'm going to talk to you about the different platforms that you can have one. What is the goal of having a VIP page? And who can you follow to make this really simple for you, and also so that you can just copy the right cat. Okay, because really so much of what we do, and you're going to see, is copying the right cat. And then also maybe ideas for a posting schedule. So I want to share with you a little bit about how I got to start my VIP group. I remember it was probably about a couple years ago. I had resisted having a customer group, and because I saw my customers so frequently in person, but I was about to move 1,000 miles away. So some of you may know I'm from Miami, Florida. I was born and raised, but I lived in the DC area for over 12 years. And so right before I was going to make my big move, I decided I needed to have a digital presence because my customers were now not going to physically have me in front of them. And so after building my entire business in the Virginia area, I wanted to have a way for them to still see me. And so I started building up a customer VIP page. In my case at the time, it was a Facebook page, and that's where I still have my customer VIP page. But I'm going to show you another example of an Instagram, a way that you can do this through Instagram as well, through a closed group. You can also do this through WhatsApp, it's a great platform as well. I know that there's other ways of doing it. It depends on what you're really all about. But to me, those are the three most probably prominent ways and platforms that you can use. And I'm going to show you two of those three. And so it's really important to know that the goal of a VIP page is engagement. The goal of your VIP page is to be in front of your customers so that you're the voice that they're hearing and seeing and really connecting to in terms of our product. Why do I say that? Because although I'm going to show you examples of times that I've copy and pasted the Mary Kay playbook, I also want to really tell you that the greatest, the posts that get the most traction are the moments where it's me just going on and talking to my customers or sharing with them about a product. It's also how I've built a lot of trust and I've built a lot of testimony. Why do I say that? Because really your VIP page right now is the primary way that you are in front of your customers. So let's just start off with, how do you set up a VIP page? So for many of you, you may not even know where to start, right? I know that for me, when I set up my page, it was my private group. It was the first time I had ever set up a group. And so I did not know how to set up a Facebook group. And we're really lucky because a group of us directors got together earlier this year, and we filmed a bunch of how-to videos for you. And one of those how-to videos is a great one by none other than our amazing Christine Denton Barjueco, because Christine just recently set up her Facebook group. So I want to show you where you can find this. We will make sure that you have a link to it as well. It is on the Driven app. So just know that you can find this through the Driven app under How To. You can also find this through the Driven website under How To Videos. And once you click on it, I'm going to share my screen now. Once you click on the video, Christine will literally walk you through the entire process of starting a Facebook group. How easy is this? I love it. And I'm going to say this not because of anything, because all of you, I think my sharing has stopped. Hold on a second. You can't see my page. Hold on. We're going to share this again. Let me just share my whole screen and share this with you. And I share this with you not to say anything, but Christine will be the first one to tell you. She is amazing, many millions of gifts. But probably the digital technology stuff is not her gifting. And so I want you to know that if Christine did this on her own, you guys, you can do it too, right, Christine? Yes. So many gifts, you guys.
Yes, you can do it. Believe.
This woman has broken a company record, double queen of sharing and sales. But I'm telling you, Christine did this and you can do it too, okay? And I love watching how she's grown on social media, because to me, it just shows me like our gifts can evolve. And I even I copy so many of the things that she does because she's so talented. And so this is a great place to start. It's going to walk you through step by step how to physically create the group and what you do. Okay. So this is the first thing. That's the first thing you need to know. You need to know where to start. Okay. So once you've created your group and you've decided what platform is going to work for you, maybe for some of you, Instagram is your thing. And I'm going to show you a quick Instagram page here. This is one of my team members, Angie Santibáñez, and this is a private Instagram group that Angie has for her customers. And she invites them to like it. I follow her, of course. And she's constantly posting. She's posting, you'll see she posts even some basic things. She'll repost things from Mary Kay. She uses things from our social media playbook, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. And then she also posts her very own pictures and her own videos. And so it's a mixture of things, events that she does for her people, celebrating even her own accomplishments. And I show you this because, she started her business 3 months ago and she has 97 followers, and her following is growing. And so just know that you can start, in 2 months, you can build your following and grow it from there. And so know that the Instagram is a great way of doing it. She also has, of course, here her stories. She has the highlights that she saves. She gets tagged by a lot of her customers in posts, and then she saves those posts and reposts them. And so these become great testimonies for the people. This is her husband, and I don't even know if she's on here, but these become great testimonies for future customers. And so I love how she's been doing this. I really admire actually all of her customers that post about the products and that tag her in it. And so this is one of the ways that your customers can be a voice for you, right? Asking them, tag me on social media. When you do your nighttime routine, tag me. I want to see what you're doing. And so just know that Instagram is a great way of doing that. The main thing that you need to know is that it must be a closed group that your customers can follow you through. Okay. So love that. Shout out to Angie. You're doing a great job. And then I'm going to show you my VIP customer group. Now, obviously you're going to get to see the back end because this is my group. And so I manage it. And even though I have a relatively, I have over 500 customers, I only have about 157 members in my group. And I've been growing this steadily, really trying to go back and friend and add customers. Okay. And so one of the greatest recommendations I can make to you is that if you start now, you'll get a leg up on me. Because if I had started 8 years ago when I started my business, I would have all those people in my group, right? But I lost like 6 years in that mix. Okay. It took me a long time to start my VIP group. But in these 2 years, I want you to know some of my favorite things that we've been able to do. First of all, I find that this is a place that my customers like to come to. They like to engage in. Here's a post I just did last week. You guys, you'll see, I don't look fancy. Like I was about to do my makeup. It was going to be a really simple look. This was like my no makeup look. And I decided to just go live. And I will be the first to tell you, I don't like going live. I used to record all my videos and then post them. But what I find is that going live gets me much more traction. And so you must find a way to get over your fear of going live. Just like I had to get over my fear. I was like, I want to pre-record it so that it's perfect and I can start over if I need to. But people love kind of that freelance, just raw and real response. And so I love that I was able to do that. And so I will tell you, almost every time I go live, I have at least a few viewers that watch it live with me, and I will get text messages. Sometimes they won't even comment. They won't even engage the actual post, but they'll text me. I had one of my, good customer, but I hadn't heard from her probably in about 8 months. Text me, she's like, I want all the products that you showed today. And so people will watch it and they will respond. And so it's definitely a chance for you to engage your customers. I also love showcasing resources that the company has. So here's a great example. The company just came out with a great video about the Skin Analyzer app. And I check our YouTube channel frequently. Okay, I check it at least 3 times a week to see what's new because they're constantly posting new things. Well, I caught this on the same day that it came out. And I was like, oh, this is a great video. And so I posted it because all people have to do is click and they can watch a video. So going live, videos from Mary Kay's YouTube. This is a post that I just copied and pasted from Mary Kay. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of accounts that you may want to follow. So this is literally a copy and paste. Mari did not invent anything. Even the emojis were copy and pasted from Mary Kay. I just copied, saved the photo, and uploaded it. Okay, I did a post thanking my customers when we earned our free car. Just simple things and different ways that you can engage your customers. I will say one of my favorite things that I've done and that we do during during this kind of COVID-19 era is the customer highlights. And I'll post pictures of my son every once in a while for sure. So I did a great customer highlight series, and I've done several of them. I've done 4 different customer highlights, and it's basically a video, okay, that a customer does on my behalf, talking about me, talking about our products, our brand, why she's loyal to it. I talk about the products that she uses. She talks about the products that she uses. And this is probably the video. And it's really fun because I love it because it really is here she is, and it's pretty long. She's like, I couldn't keep it to 3 minutes. And so I love it because it's her voice sharing why she loves Mary Kay. And to me, that is like the greatest testimony and that I could get is from a customer. And so just know that there's different ways you can be as creative as you want. This idea came to me like driving in my car. I was like, I'm just going to get my best customers to film videos. And these are really busy women. I mean, she's a mom, she's like an attorney for the IRS. Like she's not, she's a busy person. But she was like, I will film it for you. Don't worry. And all of these ladies have totally come through. And this is probably my favorite thing that I've done during COVID. So where can you find resources for yourself? So I'll start by saying that Mary Kay, if you don't already follow Mary Kay, you want to follow our Mary Kay corporate Facebook and Instagram pages. You will get fantastic ideas. I copy and paste. Sometimes I just share their posts to my page. But definitely you want to follow Mary Kay. Okay. So you will get, and these beautiful images, you don't have to recreate them. You just use their images, right? So that's one place that you can absolutely go to. Another one is it's a secret society. It's for only Mary Kay consultants, and it's the My Mary Kay Facebook group. If you don't know about this, you need to know. This is only for Mary Kay consultants. Okay, so they will ask you when you go ahead and request to be a part of the group, they will ask you for your consultant number. Okay, and so it is awesome information. They have great tools and tips. Here's a post. I loved this one. I still need to use this. And they do it in English and in Spanish. So brilliant. Okay. This is an awesome one about the MK men's regimen. It's a new video that they just posted. All right. So you don't even have to think about these things. I love that they actually post videos from Salesforce members talking about the products and using them. They post great information for us as consultants that we can pass on to our customers. Information on training for you. So this is a page that you definitely need to choose. Okay. And to follow. And so I love it because look at how cute this one was. I saw this the other day and I was like, this is so cute. And it's just fun. They're fun, interactive things that you can share with your customers. Okay. So definitely follow the My Mary Kay, or you want to join the My Mary Kay group, and you'll input your consultant ID and they will let you in. Okay, so those are just some of the different groups that you can follow. You also want to follow Mary Kay, like I said, on Instagram. Follow Christine, follow Janet, follow Mercy, follow me. And you can get ideas from us and just copy the right cat. I will copy the Mary Kay Instagram stories so often and get awesome traction with what I find. The other thing I want to share with you, and there's a lot of information here to cover. The other thing I want to share with you is about the social media playbook. So if you're just one of those girls that's like, okay, Mari, I'm so happy that you thought of these ideas, but I don't even want to think about this. Like, or I have no idea where to start. I have no idea where to start. Okay. I will share with you first this social media playbook, and then I'll show you our driven one, because we have a mini driven social media playbook as well. Okay. But this social media playbook is from Mary Kay. So you know that everything that's here is approved language from Mary Kay Corporate. Okay. What do I mean by that? That means that it follows all the social media rules and guidelines. The great thing to know is that having a VIP page puts you in a position where you don't have to worry about what you're sharing, because it's a private group that people have to, be invited to and say yes to. When you post on your personal page, it's a little bit different. The things we can say and not say are much more intense, right? In your VIP group, it really doesn't matter. You can, because these are your customers, these are your family, these are your friends. They've agreed to be there. And so you can do this, okay? So, but I love this social media playbook. We have one every single month. And they give you these ideas. So let's just fast forward to today. Okay, here's a great idea. Or let's fast forward to Thursday. So Thursday is Global Hand Washing Day. Did you know that? I did not know that. Who knew? Okay, they find out all these things. I did not know this, okay? Thursday's Global Hand Washing Day, you guys. So the product that you can feature is, of course, our Mary Kay hand soap. Here's a great prompt. Take a close-up, short video, or boomerang of yourself or someone else washing their hands with our hand soap. Create a satisfying lather and make sure the bottle is visible. So they're telling you what to do. You don't even have to think about it. It's so awesome. All right. You don't have to be creative at all. Just put the bottle there, put your phone there, and do a little boomerang of you lathering up with our hand soap, okay? And then they tell you exactly what to say. Look how perfect this is. It's Global Hand Washing Day. That means that the fragrance-free Satin Hands Shea Hand Soap deserves a double take. And then you're going to put your favorite thing. What is your favorite thing about it? Okay. I love that it just, my hands are never as soft, have never been so soft when I wash my hands. Spread the love, not germs, hashtag MK Beauty Beyond. And so you don't have to think of anything. You can copy and paste and just post. And so I love, love, love the social media handbook. It's really handy. It's really simple to use. And you have constant prompts. Does this mean that you have to do this? Do every single one? Absolutely not. Okay. But maybe you pick 5 times in the month that you're going to do it. You pick your 5 favorite, or you decide I'm going to post on a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or I'm going to post on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so you go ahead and look and say, oh, October 27th is a Tuesday. You highlight all the Tuesdays and Thursdays. And so you can really decide for yourself what works for you. Okay. And so this is a great resource for you. If you are not familiar with the social media guidelines and rules, I really encourage you to visit the Digital Zone. So it's under Resources, Digital Zone, and our social media guidelines are right there. And you can just familiarize yourself. You don't have to go through it with a fine tooth comb, but just know that it's going to break it down for you and just some basic things of what you may want to know. Okay. I will say that if you have any doubts, go through this first, and then you can ask your sales director, and we're more than happy always to help you. So I covered a lot. I want to leave a little bit of time for us to do a challenge, but I know we have a challenge for you, and then we're going to break off into groups. So I'm going to stop sharing now, and I'm going to let Christine come back while I start our groups and give you our challenge for the week.
All right. Well, I want to just highlight a few things that Mari said, because I feel like you guys people get paid a lot of money to create the social media playbook. And then we rack our brains trying to think what we're going to share when it's all right there thought for you. So thank you, Madi, for breaking it down and making it super simple. And your challenge for this week is to create your group. Are you surprised? Create your group. Are you surprised? Start somewhere. Don't be scared of small beginnings. Like, I remember my VIP group, which is still growing. I'm like, I have more customers in the Mary Kay PCP program than I do in my Facebook group, but it's growing. And I'm proud that it's growing because I'm now remembering. I had 2 parties this weekend. I'm like, okay, here's what we're gonna be added to my VIP Facebook group. Go right now and check it out. And you get beauty insiders, and it's just to start. Just start. Because like Madi said, gosh, if I had begun this, and Janet, I'm not sure when you started yours, but if I had begun this 12 years ago, I have 12 million people on there. But since I'm starting now, I'm just starting. So begin your group, whether it is Instagram, whether you prefer Facebook, begin your group. And my second part of that challenge is enroll for PCP. So begin your customer group, even if you just add yourself and your mom in it. Just open it, start it, begin it, get it going, right? And then enroll for PCP, enroll your customers, your friends, your family. This is the catalog you don't want to miss. They're all important, but there's something in here that you don't want to miss. So with that said, that is your challenge. It's really simple. We wanted you to start working with that. Madi, was there any other part of that challenge for us? Was that just it for now?
Yes, for them to start their group. And if you already have a group, we're going to challenge you to go live in your group. Maybe you've never gone live. So we want you to go live and just think about maybe one thing you want to talk about. It doesn't have to be a lot. It doesn't have to be very long. It can literally be, about our amazing pH lip balm. And I love how look how pretty it makes my lips, what color. And it's just 2 seconds, okay? And it can be informative, it can be educational, it can be whatever you want it to be, but just challenging you to go live for the first time.
And if I can share, I feel like going live with a few customers is not as scary as going live with the whole world. So if I can give anybody any hope, like, you start small. You're going live in your private page. So it's not like you're going live with the whole world. So who better to practice with than the few? Then eventually you're going to venture out and do those live things for everybody else. Some of you already do that. I know Brianna goes live all the time, and many of you have the courage to go live. And I love seeing that courage because it takes courage, but it gets easier. The more you do it, the more you can go on bigger platforms. So
I love it. I love it. So we're going to go into our breakout rooms for the last 10 minutes here. If you are a senior and above, if you can raise your hand, your virtual hand, we want to see who you are. We're going to put you in our special groups, and you're going to be with Janet and Christine tonight. We're excited. So you can just raise your virtual hand. I'm going to go ahead and open the room and just start shifting people in there. So go ahead and start accepting, and just know I'm adding people as we go here. Hold on. All right. Make sure that you raise your virtual hand if you are a senior and above, and I will put you in our room. Hold on. I need to find, it's no longer in alphabetical order. This is terrible. Okay, here we go. I think Wendy, I think you are 2. And I think LaJoyce, I'm getting to you 2. Diane, I'm coming for you. Okay, I love it. All right, anybody else? Did I miss anyone else? Any other seniors and above? I got you. Hold on one second. There you are. Perfect. And Lisa Michelle Iger also. Okay, anyone else, senior and above, that I missed? All right. Here we are. Okay, well, we're going to let them be. Oh, Natalie, hold on one second. Natalie, it's no longer, here we go. Perfect, so we've got you. All right. And if you put it in the chat, I may not have seen it. So just know that I'm looking. Okay. All right, I think I've got everybody. If I didn't, just send me a private little message and I will add you to the other breakout room. Okay. Well, we're so excited. Mercy and I are here to answer your questions. And we want to know from you, what are your biggest questions about, a customer VIP group? What do you want to know? What do you feel like you need to to share. Oh, hey, Nudie, hold on a second. Let me press it. Okay. What do you feel like you need to know in order to be able to grow in this area? So you can post the questions in our chat. You can also just unmute yourself and ask. We've got about 10 minutes, so we'd love to take some questions. Who would love to go first? Or who has a great testimony too?
I have a question. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. So the question I have is this. Is there a difference between having a Facebook page and a Facebook group? And is there value to even have a Facebook page at all? Or is it just better to just jump in and do the Facebook group?
So I'm so glad you asked that, Ale, because it's so interesting because I've had a Facebook page for a long time because like probably many of you, Mary Kay came out with something called Social Media Publisher, and they used to just publish things out to our Facebook pages. And so I will say, I think there's value in both, and I'll let Mercy answer as well. I think there's value in both because random people can actually find you through your Facebook page because you're searchable. But your private Facebook group is where you can share and you can provide as much information and content as you want. Your page is not considered, to me, you don't have the same reach through your page as you can have through your group. But your page is like your public persona. It's like your public profile, related to your business. And so I think it's good to have both, but if you're going to start somewhere, start with a VIP group. And then, because you can always build a page out. It's easy. What about you, Mercy? What do you think?
I agree. I started my Facebook group back in May. I did have a page for 2 years prior to that. And I feel with the group, I have more interaction, it's more intimate. It's more of a connection with the customers. And I don't only have customers in my Facebook group, by the way. I have also people that I meet or people that I facial and I add them to my Facebook group, but also potentials. I also have my Facebook group as well. But I feel that the Facebook group is better for me. I feel it's more better for me and my customers than what my Facebook page is. Facebook page, I would do down the road, maybe down the road, like you were mentioning, but to start off, I think a Facebook group will be best.
Okay, so we agree.
Yeah. We agree.
Thank you.
We got another great question in the chat. Jasmine said, how do you make a private group on Instagram? So it's really easy. You can just create a private business profile on Instagram. And super simple. You just have to keep it by request only, and people have to request your page. But you can also share that page with your customers. So it's basically a private profile that is yours. So you can, and it's a business one. So you know how on Instagram now you can have business and personal. So you can have both. Yeah. So Teresita asked, is there any good ideas in gaining customers besides family and friends? So this is a good question. And we can tie it in, actually, I'll tie it into the VIP group also. So I think one of the, best ways that you can gain customers. So I love this saying, your family and friends will be the start of your business, but they will not be the continuation of your business. You cannot survive off family and friends alone. There's just no way. And the reality is that we've all been there, right? Where, that's where we all start, because they are the people who love you and want to support you. And they're the ones that will be the catalyst and the bridge builders between you and everybody else. And so what I will say about this is the greatest thing that you can tell your family and friends is to share you with other people. So as you think about your family and friends, we all have those people in our life that are the natural gatherers, that are the natural bridge builders, that are the natural sharers, and telling them, listen, even more than being a customer, the greatest compliment that you can pay me is to share me with 5 friends. Straight up tell her. I have family and friends who've never bought from me, but who've introduced me to so many people. In fact, I'm thinking about a friend in DC right now who she buys from me, but you know, she's one of those people that doesn't believe in washing her face, you know, whatever, that kind of thing. But she loves supporting me. And so she's hosted tons of parties for me. And she'll buy something at the party, you know, and she'll tell everybody that the products are the best thing ever. And, you know, and she's like, if I were to use something, I would use Mary Kay, and she'll use it for a short time. But through her, I've met probably about 15 consultants that I've recruited over the years. And about a dozen of my top 50 best customers. I mean, I'm talking about people who spend thousands of dollars a year, like $1,000 a year at least, through her. And so maybe she herself isn't like an amazing customer, but she is what my husband loves to call an amazing bird dog. Laura is an amazing bird dog. She brings me great people. And so she's one of those people that just helps me build bridges of trust with people. And so, in fact, every time I need somebody to host, or I need I feel like I need a boost, I'm like, I don't have any parties on my books. I call her. She's like, oh yeah, I'll do it for sure. I'll do it. We all know someone like that. And so, and her list is endless of the number of people she knows. So who in your life is like that? That, you know, and tell them, you don't even have to buy from me. I would love for you to introduce me to 5 to 6 new people, because you know they're going to buy from you anyway. They're going to buy something. So, and really one of the things that you can do too is through your VIP group, and I've been doing this and I'm starting to do it more, Friends and Family Friday, where everybody on your VIP page, have them, you know, do a contest. You know, our goal is to get to 106, you know, or to get to 50 people on this page today. When I get to 50, because you invited friends and family, so you tell your customers, invite friends and family to join my page. When I get to 50, I'm going to do a drawing for one of our new hand soaps, or I'm going to do a drawing for a mini deluxe satin hand set. You know, you can just raffle off something, you know, and doing that every single Friday, building the kind of, I'm going to start doing this now. This is something that I really want to do as we gear up for the new year, because my goal is to be at 300 people in my group by January 1st. And so telling them that when we get to this number, you know, I'm going to raffle this off. Help me. Who can you invite? Who can you invite to be a part of my page today? And so that is one way. And then messaging individually all those different people. Right? So that's one way that you can meet people through your family and friends. Yeah. All right. Well, we've got time for one more quick little closing question. Mercy, I don't know if was there anything I missed? Anybody ask a question? Oh, that's your question. You're writing down. Thank you, Mercy, for doing that. Anybody else? And I'll let Mercy answer. Any other questions or anything else that you're like, how can I make this work for me? All right.
Wait, 1 30-second question.
Okay.
Between having a private Instagram page and the Facebook group, which one do you prefer?
Mercy.
I prefer the Facebook, just because I'm not familiar with Instagram. I don't even have a private Instagram page. I manage better Facebook, and I know more Facebook than Instagram. But It's not to say that I will not do a private Instagram page, because, like that, I'm everywhere. I'm on Instagram and I'm also on Facebook. I will have them in both places. That I will manage one more than the other, or be more one of the other because I'm more familiar with it. That it will be Facebook because I'm familiar with it. But once I get the hang of Instagram, I think it will be the same thing. Because even if it's not Mary Kay related, I also post things on my personal Facebook page and on Instagram. The same thing. And then Instagram gives you the opportunity that when you post on Instagram, it automatically posts on your Facebook page. So it's in both places, and then people are engaged. They see my post. The same amount of people that are engaged in Facebook and they see it on Instagram, they again reply to it on Instagram and put like or a comment, and they already saw it on Facebook. So, I think it'll be good if you cover yourself in both areas.
I think the answer to that is always, where do you have the greatest presence, and where are your people? So, I do things for Mary Kay on my personal Instagram. I just don't do like sale announcements. Like I won't put prices on product, things like that. You know what I mean? But I do both. And so I think the answer is always, where will you have the greatest engagement? So great questions. Well, we hope that tonight was super powerful and really useful. We're excited. Come back next Tuesday. Of course, we've got, for those of you, congratulations for those of you that earned the NSD Happy Hour. We want to make sure that we get on there. So congratulations. And make sure you tune in next Tuesday again for our Tip Tuesday. We can't wait to see you then. All right, ladies.
Yes, ladies.
Bye-bye. Have a powerful
Bye.
week.